Decide. Or don't have to.
Junkies in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Junkie. Junkie. Junkie.
I said, excuse me, motherfucker. Do you like jelly beans? He was like, yeah, but not the black and the green ones. Motherfucker, who said I had Easter jelly beans? put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
drop it.
Good morning. Whoops, it's raining. Hold on a minute. There. I thought I'd talk to you a little bit this morning about, oh, by the way, this is a new computer. It does all kinds of things, so I have to be careful. I'm not the sharpest tack in the box when it comes to this new equipment. You're talking to a guy, or a guy speaking to you now, that started driving a Model A car. I remember the first jet airplane and many first things. The Iceman delivering ice to an icebox, taking it off of a mule-drawn wagon. So, but I'd like to speak to you a little bit this morning about young people in particular, about accomplishing things. When I was young, as you know, I had a difficult childhood, but there's no excuse for people not being able to do what they want to do. You can do anything that you want to do. For example, as I've told you before, I lived in the back of an old car. I taught myself to read and write. So if you're young, don't give up. Don't say the world is just against me. That's not true. I taught myself to read and write. I've had 5 books published. I went to college, a little bit of college. I've studied scripture for many, many years. I've raised 5 children. I've married a mother, father, sister, brother, wife, and daughter. So, a person can accomplish anything that they want. One time, to prove to myself that I was not an ignorant person, I bought a blackboard. And I purchased a correspondence course for computer programming, and I completed it with the blackboard. So, forge ahead. Don't stop. Never stop learning. Always reach out to better yourself, because when you do that, things expand.
excuse me.
Yeah, what?
But what's your name again?
Dakota.
You're not supposed to be here right now.
What do you mean
I
I'm
can't
not?
keep seeing it over and over.
Look, backpack on, full of snacks and some Kit Kats, causing up a ruckus. I'm just trying to get my get back, playing blackjack. Call my uncles who some gamblers or ramblers to make you think twice about your aunt and shit. I don't gamble. Well, that's cool, but I don't care. I don't give a if you said you're not a fan of it, cause we know that it's embarrassing. That's for you though, not me. Okay, so what? So bunny hop, drop top, keep it cruising like Slater, kicking up curbs, big cat excavators with the homies. Said that I boom like an AK, $47 in my pocket, that's a payday. A nigga like me got a dream, like a Martin Luther King. Cause I went so far that I couldn't even see that my shoes not tied, cause I fly with the breeze. Didn't pack much for the trip, my bad about that. And I ordered up 9 kind of flowers mid-bloom. What's the issue or the problem with the way that I do? I don't even know, and I don't want to know what you think from people like you. You sound very stupid right now. Damn, so fuck it. Everything you think is some trash, and everything I say is probably trash, but tell me why I should care about that. Damn, well maybe. What you want me to say? Be dramatic when I'm trying to make my way. Cause someone said that I'm a waste of space. Hell nah, I'm chillin', I'm good. It's cool cause I'ma go to the place I be, staring at stars all day, rolly roll. Take a little nap in the grass by a tree, close my eyes and fall, wasted away. All night, in a dream, I'm drifting. All night, in a dream, I be drifting. All alone, by myself, no one else, just me. All alone, by myself, no one else, just me. Cause I'm tossing up a thought that I hopefully can catch kinda early, so I don't gotta worry about it later, that's facts. Paint the picture as a whole, that's facts. It's wild ways, waste away, call it bad, but I don't really care what you think about me, that's facts. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, that's facts. And like, the more that I think about it, the more that I understand what it really means to me. You know, just being yourself and stuff. That kind of stuff matters more than everything. That's what wasting really means to me. You know, just being you, doing your thing, you know. So that's why I go. Stop, roll, drop, down, go, fall, waste some time. Just be yourself, be yourself. I'm strange, oh well, just be yourself, yeah.
sorry that I'm crying right now, but I'm drunk and makes me feel so much. And I know that this is bullshit because you found a new perfect girl for you. But I miss you so much. I can't say that I love you because that's a huge word.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do? What you wanna do? We could fly away. We can make a move. We can make a move. We can make a move. Make a great escape. Look, but I don't wanna wait. I know it's kinda scary. It's gonna be okay. It's getting kinda late. To take a little longer. You said you felt the same. So take my hand and do us all day to our last, probably coming through in a couple more days, which is pretty soon. But I ain't tryna rush it. It's mostly just a guess. But how my mind been running, I probably need some rest. Don't you know the only reason I ain't do it is the love that I got for your presence and your beauty. Cause I don't wanna hurt you and I don't wanna hurt you. I always kept my promise cause I don't wanna hurt you, girl. Yeah.
It's alright, I promise to you.
I don't.
I really don't want to at all.
I really don't.
I never would for anything.
For real.
For real, I'm being real.
But time's ticking.
I know this time is ticking kinda fast.
Time's ticking up.
How much time we got left? I don't know.
Time is ticking up.
But we gon' be alright.
Look, I don't even know what it's like when I'm dead, but I don't even care to be honest. Staying up 24/7 on the dot by your side, but it don't feel often. Make the plan, be with you forever. Every breath, every scar, every letter. When we gone, ain't gonna be no fear, cause it's only us. I remember those days, staying up late, past 11:30. Call you up on the phone if it was the case that I wasn't there. They don't talk about our dreams, what you wanna do, what you wanna be, where you wanna go, what you wanna see, what you tryna do, babe, let's fly. Fly up so high that I can't see nothing but clouds. Baby, you so bright that I can't see nothing but light. Held up in your arms, I don't need anything but this to make me feel happy and joyful again. Time is ticking, time is ticking. I don't even know how much longer that I can hold on living, hold on living. Shit's getting darker like tunnel vision. Thinking about you is the only reason that I ain't died. And I'll admit it, and I'll admit it. I'll admit that I can't go longer without you right here, right here. But are you there? If you're not,